Next on Love, Lust, or Run. Do you want me to maybe just...
Yeah, you can't pull them in.
Yeah.
My style is heavily influenced by the Jersey Shore.
She is trying too hard.
She looks like the girl that I meet at a club. Trashed.
When it comes to personal style, your look says a lot about who you are. But what kind of message are you really sending? Does the world see you the way you see yourself? Well, I asked, and I found out. And now, I'm gonna fix it on Love, Lust, or Run. Is that leather? Marissa.
Hi,
How are ya?
very good, thanks.
You know what I'm noticing most about your style, aside from being kind of barely there, is that it's either strapless or
Yes.
cropped and a short skirt. And that's pretty much it.
That sums it up.
Uh-huh.
My name is Marissa. I'm 27 years old, and I'm currently in the process of getting my doctorate in psychology. My style is heavily influenced by the Jersey Shore. I really like strapless tops a lot. Leopard makes me feel wild and feisty. I'm obsessed with crimping. Once I realized the magic of how poofy it makes your hair and it stays like that, I was hooked. I know that this wedding, what are we gonna wear there? Is it like,
I think it's formal.
so like lace? What? What's wrong with it?
She is so brilliant, so smart. She has just always struggled with the way that she dresses. She can come off looking a little like a hooker. Do you know what formal means?
Like prom.
Like-
I actually have a big event coming up. One of my closest friends from high school is getting married. It would be the perfect opportunity for a new look. While it was very fun dressing like this is definitely not a very good representation of who I am. So it's time for something new.
So how did this style get started?
I started dressing this way after a bad breakup with an ex. He always used to say that I was too boring, I didn't go out enough, I didn't dress myself up enough. When we broke up, I kind of just wanted to prove to him that I could be like that if I wanted to, and started dressing up and going out all the time.
Look, anything that you do can't be out of reaction to what somebody else is telling you you're not enough of. How did you dress before the breakup?
Sweatpants, leggings, big t-shirts.
So you're telling me that either you're just like in a coma or you're dressing in a way that is somewhat provocative. And you want to be a child psychologist, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to argue that you're going to need something where people can take you seriously, that you are qualified.
Sure.
So why are you here?
Well, I do have a wedding coming up of a really good friend of mine, and that would be the perfect time to just show off my new look.
Okay, that's great, because at least that gives us a specific setting and one outfit that we know we need to concentrate on.
Definitely.
One way I think that we should start is by sort of taking the temperature of what the general public sees when they see this. Come with me. Do you want me to maybe we can just... I don't know what's better. If we pull them down, we have more... Anyway,
Yeah, you can't pull them in.
Yeah. Okay, there you are. So, we took your look out into the street, right? This is the look that we showed people. And we asked them whether or not they loved it or lusted after it or you, or whether they wanted to run. I'm guessing you kind of know what the general reaction must have been.
Running, they're not loving.
Well, let's see.
Wow.
I'm not loving her style so much.
She is trying way too hard.
I did not know they still made crimpers.
They do.
She looks like the girl that I meet at a club. Trashed.
Oh boy.
She probably does like to party.
If she wanted to date my son, I would tell him to run.
I would run.
Lust.
Run.
Lust.
Run.
Run.
So how do you feel about that?
It's not surprising, I guess, but it's sad because it's not what I want other people to see.
I mean, the thing about the guy saying that you're the type of girl you would meet in a club at 3 a.m.
That's exactly what I don't want to be seen as.
I'm just curious. I mean, you said you broke up with this guy almost 4 years ago, right? So that's a long time to have been sporting this look to spite him. But have you dated a lot because of this look? I mean, are you in a serious relationship?
No, I actually haven't really dated very much. I feel like the guys I've met since that time when we did break up have been very similar to him, and that's why I've just stayed single.
So you keep meeting the same type of guy,
Right.
but you became the type of woman that kind of guy would want.
Right. I know, it doesn't make sense.
Where are you in your child psychology career?
I'm in my 3rd year of my program, and I also work as a behavioral health counselor at a hospital.
Are you toning this down at all for the hospital?
I just wear scrubs.
It's the only time I think I'm going to say thank God to wearing scrubs. Maybe, we can find a way so that you don't have to put in no effort or maximum effort in order to get reactions that make you feel good.
That would be good, but I would need help with that.
What? Am I chopped liver? I don't understand. You need help with that, and you're not looking directly at me?
I need a lot of help with that.
Okay, I will give you a lot of help. That's what I'm here for. All right, you are going to go behind that booth. You are going to take everything off. You are going to come out, and you're going to take off the face. Go.
Okay.
Take it all off. Any flats you ever wear with those?
Not usually.
Just checking. Marissa, she's stuck in a rut that was caused by a bad breakup. But I don't not get it. There are red lipstick days where it feels pretty powerful to be wearing that red lip. But to rely on that for your sense of confidence is not okay with me.
Fashion is like rocket science to me. I feel great putting on these clothes. I feel confident, but I desperately need a fresh start. I'm hoping that Stacey can put a new version of me out there.
You look really pretty without all that stuff on.
Just look plain. I don't look pretty enough.
What kind of look could be intimidating to a guy you're trying to date?
I don't remember dating, so I have to think about this. Go back 27 years.
Right, oh my God, 27 years. How do you stay married to somebody for 27 years? That seems much more important than what you could intimidate a guy with on a date.
Lots of patience. How about that?
I love that answer. That was great.
I know I'm not going to be happy with what I look like without all this makeup on. When I wear a lot of makeup or I'm all dressed up, I kind of feel hidden. I want people to see a more attractive image of me. But right now, I feel very plain and very exposed. I feel not good.
Hey, girl.
Hi.
Wow, you look really pretty without all that stuff on.
I don't know if I would say that, but...
Well, what would you say?
Just look plain. Without something like a dramatic makeup look, I don't look pretty enough. Just looking like average.
Do you feel like that idea about you not being enough without the makeup comes from that bad breakup?
It probably goes much deeper than that, I'm sure. I mean, it probably amplified after that situation, but I'm not as confident as I sometimes make myself out to be in general.
Who is? That's why we do things like wear tight, skimpy clothes or tons and tons of makeup when we're not feeling confident, because we're looking for tools in the arsenal to feel empowered.
Right.
It may have worked for you before as a reactive situation to somebody who is not nice to you, but I don't know that those same kinds of practices are going to serve you now. Let's take all the complexity that's you, the intelligence and the insecurities, everything, and let's figure out what's going to make the best version of you so that you are totally crazy about you. Are you ready to go shopping?
Nervous, but definitely excited.
Okay, come with me. There are different ways that people deal with breakups. Some people just get on with it. But I think that this has an effect on Marissa in a way that caused a very different type of reaction. So we just have to break her out of that. She's so intelligent, really thoughtful. I want her style to be a natural reflection of who she is as a person and not who somebody else wanted her to be. All right, so now we are going to go to Famous Footwear and we are going to talk shoes. Shoes are kind of the ultimate accessory. They can inspire an entire look. You want something that is going to have use value. You never want to buy a shoe that you can only wear once. I always refer to it as cost per wear. So when something costs however much money it costs, you divide it by how many times you think you're going to be able to wear it. So usually I say stay with something a little bit more on the neutral or basic side. A neutral, a suede, a snakeskin, a leather, all of that is going to be useful to you in other outfits. I highly recommend a flat. The right flat can go adorably with a dress, can work with a pantsuit, and is something that you might want to take with you to the wedding should you get really uncomfortable in a heel and then want to dance the night away without getting your feet dirty.
I like the sound of that. I like these here.
Okay.
I like the color that they're neutral. I feel like
a good day to evening choice. A light shoe is kind of unexpected sometimes in an evening outfit. So this is a nice, easy taupe that you could mix with something that maybe even had some sparkle to it in the clothing. Now, the reason that I like the snake is that there's a little bit of iridescence to the skin itself. It's got visual interest on its own because it's got the shimmer, meaning that the clothing you wear with it doesn't have to be as embellished or sparkly because you're doing that in a shoe.
Can't be both?
Well, that's your problem, hon. What you're doing is everything all at once, or actually, I should say nothing all at once.
Thank you so much for all of your help.
Oh, you are welcome. Now we're going to go deal with your clothes. We are going in here. Here's the deal. I think that we need to concentrate on this look for the wedding, keeping in mind some basic rules for the way you're going to dress the rest of the time you're not at the wedding.
Right.
Right? So I don't want you to be dressing in a way that feels like revenge. It's time to figure out a different strategy for you. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. I'm going to need some inspiration.
Well, here I am. I'm here to inspire. So let's look around. What do you think about a dress like this?
I don't know. I don't like that there's birds on it.
Let's just talk about this for 1 second. It's colorful, right?
Yes, I like that.
It's festive. It's covered, but it's like a neoprene fabric. So it's going to hug your body and show your curves. Oh, let me show you something else. What do you think about something like this?
Definitely don't love the colors as much.
What are you basing this love of color on?
My skin tone, I feel like I have like a green undertone to my skin, and that has green in it, and it might make me look more green.
The only way you would have a green undertone to your skin is if you were a Martian.
Olive complexion.
Olive, right?
Yeah.
So that's actually really a yellow undertone more than it is a green undertone.
Okay.
And citrus colors can look really beautiful against olive skin.
Okay.
All right, come on. Let's look for a few more things.
I feel like I went for the 50s. That's what this reminds me of.
Concentrate with me. Come on now, kid.
What do you think?
Don't ask me my opinion. What do you think?
I feel like I went to the 50s. Like I need like a poodle on my skirt. That's what this reminds me of.
Concentrate with me. Do you think this is flattering on you?
Yeah.
You want to know why? This cut is very flattering for curves. That's the great thing about an A-line fit and flare. The idea is that it's narrower up here, so we're tighter on the bust, and we're camouflaging not just the waistline, but also a hip. More importantly, this dress has a cap sleeve, so it makes your shoulder look wider in proportion with your hip, and that makes your waist look even tinier. Okay, why don't we try a pastel?
Okay.
The enthusiasm level is beyond high. What do you think?
Least favorite dress.
Why?
I don't know. Something about like this
The
part.
seaming.
Yeah, and like just
The
the
pleating.
cut isn't as flattering.
This would be a perfectly acceptable outfit to wear to a wedding. The only thing is I think while we would want a statement necklace, we probably wouldn't want it in black because that feels like it makes it heavy, and this is a very light dress. This is where I would go if I was going to find you a bolder piece and maybe a cuff or something. Also, this blue is maybe a little too cold for your skin tone, which is going to make you look a little orange. We want something that's like a deeper saturation maybe than a pastel. And the other thing is that I worry that the problem with all of these dresses for you has been that you're not showing enough skin. And that if you don't show skin, you can't feel sexy. Are you going to feel that way when you're 37 or 47?
Probably not.
So you think it's like, you know, flaunt it while you got it?
I mean, I don't think I 100% got it, but I'm like
So then
clinging for dear life.
You're clinging for dear life, but why look like you're clinging for dear life? Why look like low-hanging fruit? You don't want to be the thing that somebody can just pluck. You want to be the thing that somebody has to climb a damn tree and work for.
I don't know. I've always like found like when I see those girls, like they look very sexy and guys always draw their attention to them. And
Which girls? Which
Like-
girls are we talking about?
I mean, as I'm thinking of an example, it's like going to make it sound even worse than it is. But like even like strippers, guys like strippers.
Yeah, well, they certainly do. But I'm not sure that you as a behavioral therapist have much in common with a stripper. Okay, I think there's many ways to flatter your figure and actually look a lot more professional.
The wheels are turning now. I think what you said just really struck me because I feel like I am a very contradictory person. There's two different sides to me, and I think that if I could just find a way to like bring both of those things together, that would do me more favors.
Girl, let's get going. I mean, I don't want to hold this necklace anymore.
You changed. We have work to do. I'm excited, but I'm also very nervous. I'm hoping that Stacey does something for me so I'm able to have confidence that comes from the inside. I want to be a good role model. I want to show other people that you don't need to dress super sexy to feel good about yourself.
Marissa, I got the impression over time that you were taking your cues from the way other people treated you in order to dress yourself, instead of deciding what you wanted to say to people and then being that person.
Absolutely.
I just want to remind you where we started. And this is you now.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I don't even recognize myself. Wow. I'm a little too excited for words.
Try and tell me what you're feeling.
Happy. I love everything about it. I don't know, I don't have words right now. I don't want to ruin my makeup.
This was about making you look like something that you didn't know that you could do, that I don't think you even aspired to because it's outside your realm of Jersey Shore and school.
Yes. The Jersey Shore is only like a small part of me. That definitely doesn't represent who I am. This, I am much prouder to say represents me.
I loved this red color for you because of your skin tone. We lightened your hair slightly. We did not take a ton of length off of it, but we took away the crimping from you because we did. And then we did waterproof mascara. And I love the idea of matching a red lip with a red dress. But the bag is the pièce de résistance. I love the fact that there's red in it, that there are beads, that there are triangles. I want you to walk around with incredible confidence, feeling that you are worth it, and feeling that nobody can screw with you.
I think I could do that now.
All right, we took this look out into the street. We asked people the same question, whether they loved it, or they lusted after it, or if they wanted to run. Let's take a look and see what they said.
She comes off extremely confident and sophisticated, very elegant, really put together.
I would say very fashionable and looks like she has her life together. She looks well dressed. She looks great.
She could definitely wear it to a wedding.
I would trust her to pick something out for me. I like her overall style.
She's way out of my league. She's way out of my league.
I love her look.
I probably lust after her.
Love.
Love. Love.
Love.
Lost.
Love.
Before, when I was dressing in much skimpier clothing, I had this idea that it would make other people think I must be confident to be wearing that. But this look is a much more genuine sense of confidence, and I feel like I don't have to put in so much work to convince people that I am proud of myself.
This is different than seeing somebody in short shorts and a crop top who, you know, might be like into doing tequila shots. And then you can surprise them by putting on some flats and going dancing at the wedding and doing tequila shots. And they'll be like, she's gorgeous and smart and cool.
Perfect.
You're the one in control, baby girl.
I can feel that. I feel like I've had a false sense of confidence for a while now, but this fresh start, I feel genuinely confident.
Make sure you go shopping.
I definitely will. When I go to the wedding, I know that everyone is going to be blown away. I think they're going to not even know what to say. I don't know how I don't know what to say.